This message found you for a reason, and not everyone was meant to hear this. If these words have appeared before you today, there is a deeper purpose behind it. Something significant happened recently within the energy surrounding your soulmate, something they have not fully shared with anyone. While life continued as normal on the surface, a powerful internal conversation began unfolding inside their heart. They have reached a point where avoiding their feelings is no longer possible. Thoughts about you have become stronger, more persistent, and impossible to ignore. Even when they try to focus on other responsibilities, your presence continues to appear in their mind. There is a reason for this, because the universe has been arranging events quietly, guiding them toward a decision that could influence both of your futures. For a long time, your soulmate believed they had more time to figure everything out. They convinced themselves that certain questions could wait for another day. But recently, something shifted. It may have been a conversation, a realization, a dream, or an unexpected sign from the universe. Whatever it was, it touched them deeply. Since that moment, they have been looking at your connection differently. Someone cannot stop thinking about you, and that someone is beginning to understand how important you truly are. The feelings they once kept hidden are becoming impossible to suppress. Every memory, every moment, every possibility of what could be has started returning to them with unusual intensity. Yet there is one important reason why this decision feels so difficult. It is not because they doubt their feelings for you. In fact, their emotions have become clearer than ever before. The struggle comes from the responsibility attached to the future they secretly imagine with you. They are weighing consequences, considering timing, and wondering how certain changes might affect everyone involved. Deep down, a decision has already been made, but the courage to act on it is still gathering strength. And as you continue listening, you will discover what happened behind the scenes that caused this sudden shift in their heart, and why what happens next may surprise you. As this inner struggle continued, something even more unexpected began to happen. Your soulmate started noticing signs that seemed impossible to explain. Certain songs appeared at exactly the right moment. Familiar words about love and destiny surfaced repeatedly in conversations. Random memories connected to you emerged without warning. At first, they tried to dismiss these experiences as coincidence. But the more they appeared, the harder they became to ignore. The truth is closer than you think, because these signs were not arriving by accident. The spiritual connection between you has been quietly strengthening behind the scenes, creating gentle reminders that neither distance nor time can fully erase what was meant to be. What they have not told anyone is that there have been moments recently when they imagined what life would look like if they finally stopped resisting this connection. They pictured ordinary days transformed into meaningful memories. They imagined conversations that brought comfort after difficult moments. They imagined sharing victories, challenges, and dreams with someone who truly understands them. Each time these thoughts appeared, they felt both excitement and uncertainty. Part of them wanted to move forward immediately. Another part worried about making the wrong choice. This internal conflict has become the very reason they seem distant at times. While you may have wondered what was happening, they have been wrestling with emotions much deeper than you realize. Meanwhile, unseen forces continue working in your favor. Angelic guidance often arrives in quiet ways rather than dramatic ones. Through intuition, unexpected encounters, meaningful coincidences, and subtle feelings, the path forward is being revealed little by little. Your soulmate may not fully understand it yet, but they are being gently guided toward clarity. The universe has been arranging events quietly, placing people, circumstances, and revelations exactly where they need to be. Soon, a hidden truth will surface that changes how they view this entire situation. And when that truth finally becomes impossible to ignore, the hesitation that has delayed this connection may begin to disappear much faster than anyone expected. What makes this situation even more remarkable is that your soulmate is not the only person thinking about the future anymore. Recently, there have been quiet discussions taking place around them. Conversations that may seem ordinary on the surface but carry far more significance than anyone realizes. A trusted friend, a family member, or someone whose opinion matters deeply has unknowingly encouraged them to confront feelings they have been avoiding. During these moments, your name may not always have been spoken aloud, but the subject of commitment, happiness, and choosing the right path certainly was. Each conversation left an impression on their heart. Each discussion pushed them a little closer to facing the truth they have been trying to understand. Someone cannot stop thinking about you, and because of that, they have begun replaying past moments over and over again. They remember details they once overlooked. They remember the comfort they felt in your presence. They remember signs that seemed insignificant at the time but now appear meaningful. The more they reflect, the clearer one realization becomes. Certain people enter our lives for a reason. This message found you for a reason as well, because the connection you share is not fading from their heart. If anything, it is growing stronger as they gain a deeper understanding of what you truly mean to them. What once felt uncertain is slowly transforming into certainty. But there is still one final piece of the puzzle that has not yet fallen into place. Your soulmate is waiting for confirmation. Not from the outside world, but from within themselves. They are searching for that moment when fear becomes smaller than love and doubt becomes weaker than hope. A decision has already been made deep within their soul, even if their actions have not fully reflected it yet. The universe has been arranging events quietly, preparing the exact circumstances needed for movement to occur. Very soon, something unexpected may happen that gives them the confidence they have been missing. And when that moment arrives, the walls they carefully built around their emotions could begin to crumble, revealing feelings that have been hidden for far longer than they were ever meant to be. As that moment approaches, your soulmate is beginning to notice a change within themselves that they cannot fully explain. The worries that once felt overwhelming are no longer carrying the same weight. Questions that kept them awake at night are slowly finding answers. It is as though an invisible fog is lifting from their path, allowing them to see further ahead than before. Something significant happened recently, a realization so quiet that almost nobody noticed it except their own heart. For the first time in a long while, they stopped focusing on what could go wrong and started imagining what could go right. That single shift in perspective has started changing everything. There have also been moments when they felt your energy unexpectedly. Perhaps while looking at an old photograph, hearing a familiar phrase, or simply sitting alone in silence, thoughts of you appeared with unusual clarity. These moments have not been random. They have served as gentle reminders that some connections continue speaking even when words are absent. Your soulmate has tried to understand why your presence remains so strong in their thoughts, yet every answer leads them back to the same truth. The bond they share with you was never meant to be forgotten. The truth is closer than you think, and with each passing day, they are becoming less capable of denying what their heart already knows. What happens next may surprise you. The very situation that once seemed like an obstacle could soon become the reason everything starts moving forward. Circumstances are shifting behind the scenes in ways that are not yet visible. People are changing. Priorities are changing. Even your soulmate's understanding of love is changing. The universe has been arranging events quietly, aligning pieces that once appeared scattered and disconnected. Soon, an unexpected opportunity for honesty may present itself. A conversation that was delayed could finally take place. A feeling that remained hidden could finally be expressed. And when that door begins to open, both of you may realize that destiny was never working against this connection. It was simply waiting for the perfect moment to reveal its next chapter. Behind everything that has been unfolding, there is a deeper reason for the delay that neither you nor your soulmate could fully see before now. Divine timing has been working carefully, not only to bring two hearts closer together, but also to prepare both of you for what comes next. Sometimes a blessing arrives slowly because it carries a purpose much greater than immediate happiness. Your soulmate has been learning lessons about trust, courage, and emotional honesty. At the same time, you have been growing in ways that may not even be obvious to you yet. Every challenge, every unanswered question, and every period of waiting has been shaping a stronger foundation for the future that is quietly approaching. Not everyone was meant to hear this, but there is a reason your attention was drawn to these words today. Your soulmate has reached a crossroads. One path leads back toward fear, hesitation, and silence. The other leads toward openness, truth, and the possibility of something beautiful. The difference now is that the second path is becoming harder and harder for them to ignore. Someone cannot stop thinking about you, and those thoughts have begun influencing important choices they are making. Even when they try to focus elsewhere, their heart continues returning to the same place. It continues returning to you. The memories, emotions, and possibilities connected to your bond are becoming impossible to set aside. And now, a powerful shift is beginning to take place. A decision has already been made within the deepest part of their soul, even if the physical world has not caught up to it yet. The universe has been arranging events quietly, bringing together circumstances that will allow hidden feelings to surface naturally. Soon, what has remained unspoken may find a voice. What has remained uncertain may gain clarity. What has remained distant may begin moving closer. Trust that every step is happening exactly when it should. The truth is closer than you think, and the blessings connected to this journey are already making their way toward you. As the next chapter begins to unfold, you may finally understand why every delay, every mystery, and every unanswered question was leading both of you toward a future far more meaningful than either of you could have imagined. As this chapter nears its turning point, there is one final truth that deserves to be revealed. Your soulmate's greatest struggle was never a lack of love. It was the fear of stepping into a future that felt bigger than anything they had experienced before. Real love has a way of changing people. It asks them to become more honest, more vulnerable, and more willing to trust what they cannot yet see. For a long time, your soulmate stood at the edge of that transformation, wondering whether they were truly ready. But something within them has shifted. The hesitation that once controlled their choices is losing its power. The voice of the heart is becoming stronger than the voice of fear. This message found you for a reason. Because the energy surrounding your connection is entering a new phase. The signs, synchronicities, and quiet nudges from the universe have all been preparing you for this moment. While you may not see every detail yet, movement is already happening behind the scenes. Doors that once seemed firmly closed are beginning to unlock. Circumstances that felt impossible are gradually changing. Someone cannot stop thinking about you, and those thoughts are guiding them toward greater clarity every single day. What happens next may surprise you, because the answers you have been seeking could arrive in ways you never expected. Sometimes destiny works most powerfully when everything appears quiet on the surface. So if you have been questioning the timing of your journey, allow yourself to release those worries now. Trust that the universe has never lost sight of you. Trust that every delay carried a purpose. Trust that every lesson brought you closer to the blessings meant for your path. A decision has already been made within the spiritual realm, and the physical world is slowly catching up to it. The truth is closer than you think. Love is closer than you think. The future that has been quietly forming behind the scenes is closer than you think. Keep your heart open, keep your faith strong, and continue moving forward with hope. Divine timing is never late. And as this beautiful story unfolds, you may soon discover that everything you have been waiting for was also waiting for you.